When we bought a piece of raw off-grid land in North Vancouver Island, we learned to be prepared for the unexpected as soon as we started clearing our land. During the following 2 years, many surprises would spice up our lives. A flooded campsite with firewood floating away, a collapsed storage shed, a tree trunk wedged into our tractor, fallen trees, frozen pipes, mosquito invasions. Mostly small stuff, but a nasty surprise waited for us this spring.
Ahoy there, we are off-grid bound.
In the previous episode, we started a new season of our cabin build and off-grid adventure. After a long winter absence, we had a lot to do to get everything ready. Other than working on the cabin, this year we planned to spend more time on other activities. Milling wood for our side projects needs a whole new kind of skills and thinking to ensure a smooth and safe operation. A couple of weeks ago we left everything prepared for the new season. Now it's time to get serious. Grandpa Frankie can't wait to get on the sawmill and start working. But first we have to organize the site. As usual, Cindy pretends to be part of the crew and thinks hard about the next step. A note to self: don't forget to open the bucket and the bag hole before you leave. Our first job is to build some kind of support on which we would load the logs before moving them on the sawmill bed. While I'm trying to find the right logs for that platform and free them from the log pile, Frankie is cutting more fallen trees that have been blocking the access trail.
Now Grandpa made a nice widow maker right there.
With the trail finally cleared, we can get back on track with our main job. We cut off the wide, tapered ends of the cedar logs to support the long pieces that will actually hold the timber. The next little while will mean a lot of huffing and puffing and rolling the logs to the sawmill.
Ja go strzechnie.
Hey,
Jiż.
good girl.
And, of course, a well-deserved cool beverage once the logs are in place.
Který je studenější?
Nevím,
Všecko se ukáž?
tohle je studenější.
Že to je studenější, tak je to dobrý.
Tak na zdraví.
Tak.
Cheers.
This is the writing.
co jsme zapomněli, musíme se vrátit. Pivo!
The next day we forgot to bring the beer. But it's cool and cloudy with rain in the forecast, so working without internal cooling shouldn't be a problem. While Frankie is finishing the loading platform, I am setting up the sawmill. Installing the blade, checking tension, filling up on water for blade lubrication and gas for the engine. I also have to address a small technical problem.
This is something that I found last time when I was here a couple of weeks ago. The engine is stalling, and my neighbor, who happens to have a Wood-Mizer as well, helped me to figure out the reason. So the theory is that the air filter somehow sucked in a lot of oil from the engine over the winter. So I got a new air filter and I'm going to replace it, and hopefully that will be the end of the problem. Okay, let's give it a try.
Finally, we can start milling. Let's load the first log and see how it goes. I did not expect this to work this well.
So this was actually quite a successful day. We only worked like few hours because Grandpa is 90 and I am an IT guy. What can I say? The mill works fine. We have one nice big beam here that we might be able to use for some construction, some future firewood. We have added some logs here, so they are ready to be milled, I guess, tomorrow. Time to go and have some pivo.
With the mill all set up and the first log processed, we were confident that from now on it would be a smooth operation. The next day we processed a few more logs, aided by some feedback and admiration from the ladies in the family. Then it was time for Frankie to take a break from the hard work and go back home. Mama and I would continue the work after Frankie had left. But when we came back the next day, we were greeted by a nasty surprise. We had to interrupt our work, adjust our plans, and brace ourselves for dealing with thieves.
Unfortunately, we found that somebody stole two of the nice big logs that we had loaded right here. We left one day and the next day they were gone. So we had to go and get some chain and block the access, and hopefully it will help us for now. I changed my crew. Instead of Grandpa is Mama here.
Despite the setback, we soon resumed our work. Since I had a new crew member, I focused on showing her the sawmill operation and safety instead of filming. But as you will see, she picked it up very quickly. We processed quite a few logs, and at the end of the day, we had a nice stack of timber. Or is it lumber? I'm not really sure about the difference.
So this is it. We have done quite a bit of work, leaving for a few days and then we will be back. It's all kind of temporary until we figure out the details. Overall, I'm pleased, except for the fact that somebody stole the two logs. I have set up some trail cameras, so hopefully if unwelcome guests show up, we'll know about it.
Sadly, our time here has once again come to an end. But even in the short few days, we have achieved quite a bit. We will soon come back and continue our adventure. As always, thank you for watching. Until the next time, we are off-grid bound.